He's flailing again, and it looks like it's a combination of fear and dementia. His latest one, he's saying that he can just have them killed, which he absolutely cannot do. Seditious behavior, punishable by death. He seems to be very upset that there are a lot of veterans telling the current military that you do not have to obey unlawful orders. Dictators do not like to have their authority challenged. So he says, this is really bad and dangerous to the country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up. And why does he sign his own tweets now? We can see right here that it's you. And then he retweeted this. I'm going to call them tweets because I refuse to call them truths. Somebody called them traitors, and then somebody said hang them. George Washington would. Really? Did you know George Washington personally? P78? If I did respond to any of his things, I would probably say, jump off the White House. That's what Lincoln would want you to do. And I love what Ron Flipkowski said about this. He said, 1/3 of the Republicans in Congress, I didn't see it. Another third, he was only joking. And the last third, yeah, I totally agree with him. And I know we have to keep reminding ourselves that this is not normal behavior. This is not a normal person. Because if any other president before him would have exhibited this behavior, they would have been taken out of office by their own goddamn party. But if you ask Republicans in Congress, are you actually going to do anything about this? They're just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Do anything about what? We are living through an era in history right now that historians are going to look back on and be like, what was the average person thinking during this time? And the thing is we are like kids of an abusive parent. We just kind of got used to the abuse and just kind of like, they're slamming doors and screaming again. That's just what they do. They're making death threats. They're calling people piggy and telling them to be quiet. But this lash out behavior reminds me very much of my mother towards the end of her Alzheimer's. Right before she went into assisted living, I went over to her house and my stepdad said something about her dementia. And she goes, what are you talking about? And he's like, the memory loss that you're having. And she goes, how dare you bring that up? I haven't told anybody about that. Then she cussed him out under her breath for a little while. And then about 5 minutes later, seemed like she totally forgot about the entire thing. And we shouldn't put all the blame on him when he says things like this. We need to put most of the blame on the people who are enabling him to do stuff like this. Take his goddamn phone away and say, I haven't seen it. You know, before the election, when I warned people how bad this could get, I didn't really have a clue at what that would look like. I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know what it could possibly look like. And it is way stupider than I could have ever imagined.